G'day guys, and welcome back to Camp Cretaceous, Season 3, Episode 6. Previously on, what happened last week? We had the attack of the Scorpius Rex, that's right. There was a massive storm, they were being hunted at camp by the Scorpius, the old jumpy boy as I'm gonna start calling it. Yeah. That thing could see black and white, but could see heat signatures. It seemed to really love the fire. It was enough of a distraction for the kids to escape. And Sammy has been poisoned. They need to find an antidote as quickly as possible, if there is still some somewhere on the island. All the while, probably still find a safe place, otherwise they're gonna run into the Scorpius again. And I'm pretty sure that was it. I think the only other thing that happened was Darius went off to find his dad's favorite dinosaurs, had a cool couple of moments with that. But otherwise, yeah, it was just the attack of the Scorpius in the storm, and Sammy's been poisoned, from what I can recall. So before we get on to this week's episode, though, I just want to remind everybody that my Patreon is now live with 2 weeks early access. We got full-length reactions. Think this week, at least over on YouTube, it should be episode 1 of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Tales of the Turtles, and Batman Cape Crusader as well. Just starting over on the channel this week. Yeah.
The quills are poisonous. We gotta take them out of her.
They got wet bandages. That's always good.
Okay, on my count.
This is gonna hurt. I'm sorry.
1, 2, 3.
Carefully don't poison yourselves, ladies. Damn.
Sammy! Sammy!
But where can they get some, like, anti-venom?
The video in Wu's old lab. He was attacked by the Scorpius, and they were giving him this shot from a red vial.
Yeah, go to where the Scorpius was held.
Near the raptor paddock.
Is she gonna run?
Take care of Sammy until I get back.
How far away is that?
The Scorpius went that way. I don't care what's out there. I'm saving her.
They had a chance to go with winds howling and they didn't take it. She's gotta cover herself up in mud. That's how they escape from the predator.
Come on, Yas. You're gonna let a little water stop you?
It's a lot of water and it's moving fast. That would stop me. Yeah, that's where I'd be. Terrifying. But conveniently placed fines. Yeah, cool.
No one likes the shell. It stops people from getting to know you. Bingo. I know you're just shy. Can't hear you in my
So young and naive.
giving up.
Last episode she was talking about not being friends.
You can come closer, you know. She's not contagious.
Nah, you just look like you got things on lock, so I'm just gonna not.
He's scared.
I'm not scared. I mean, I am. Just
Yeah. Scared for her, scared of the situation, scared of what may or may not happen. They're running from something. Scorpius, maybe.
and if you don't want to get snatched.
Like what we Aussies do with magpies, damn it.
Come on.
Terrible. That's too big a log for that to happen. It even sounds like the Predator, you know what I mean?
You don't mean that. You're my best friend. After we get home, if we get home, and even if we do somehow survive,
This was like the last episode.
go back to Texas, and
Go your separate ways.
we're not best friends. We never were.
That's how camps be. Especially back in my day. I don't know about today with social media, and that makes it easier to stay connected to each other.
I know it's here somewhere. Up there.
What did he put?
Gasoline? Dude, how much did you take? Not much. I figured we had plenty to get to Costa Rica, so I stashed some away. You know, in case of a rainy day.
Not a boy, Ben.
Disturbed. Beautiful boy.
This island has changed the boy.
It's not here.
She's looking for what was it? A red vial? Please be a red vial. E750 antidote. That's what they called it. At least it's labeled. You don't normally see that though. It's usually some weird, like, chemical name that they come up with.
You're good at this.
My sponsors made me take like 1,000,000 first aid courses before some of my more dangerous trips.
Smart on them.
I wish I had learned anything useful before we got stuck here.
It's a bit like Tom Cruise in his movies. His bloody insurance companies.
Is she dreaming?
Well, I think Sammy's showing you how you can help.
Yeah, right. And I suppose you think that if I go, she.
Bessie.
Oh,
Well,
Genji's found something to do to keep her calm. How do you... Jumpy boy. We got our first sort of proper look at it. That's cool. See heat signatures. Hopefully Ben creates an explosion. In what? 3, 2, 1, 5, 7. No explosion.
Hit it!
Well, it's gonna be decent, and it's gonna be in the middle. Hopefully it doesn't set the jungle on fire.
Big boom.
Not big enough. Yeah. If we've learned anything, you have to zigzag. Ah, she gonna make it this time? She got a decent run up this time too, which is good. Has her ankle healed properly though? No?
I'm not giving up either.
That's good, because you should keep running. The old jumpy boy can probably jump longer than you can. And higher. We need to know what's inside this thing, man. It's got like lizard, porcupine.
Ben, we're out of time. I know.
Damn! What the hell? Just in time. So even if that thing like went poof, it still kept going and then set something else on fire.
We should, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just worried about the rest of the island being set on fire.
okay, now show some range. Be a mad cow.
Man. Brooklyn's actually doing a very good job for the both of them.
I've been trying to find a good time to tell you this.
You know what? This is a very emotional episode.
My best friend Yaz in the whole world. And I'm really glad we got to know each other.
Sammy, it's Yaz.
I'm here, Sammy. I'm here.
Everything's gonna be okay.
You gotta
Got back as soon as we.
squeeze it and flick it first, don't you? See, I don't know if it works that fast. But whatever. I won't go into it.
Hey, Sammy.
BFFs, man. BFFLs. I actually got so into that episode, I barely wrote anything down. I've got Yaz running for the Venom, the anti-Venom. Kenji scared of the situation. Yaz made the jump, but her ankle's not fully healed yet, and so she was injured. Ben's got a stash of gas somewhere. That's the 4 notes that I wrote down. But yeah, I mean, this was a great episode. Where to start? I mean, we can start with Yaz being the runner and having her flashbacks. This is obviously a more Yaz-centric episode. She was having the flashbacks to her time on the island and the camp with Sammy. And, you know, like she said at the end there, it's like, despite all she says, she does consider Sammy to be her best friend. And, you know, like, was it last episode? Maybe the episode before, she was actually speaking about, like, how, you know, you leave camp, you go your separate ways, and you never see some people again, never speak to them again. That was reality of the situation when I was a kid. I mean, luckily I never went to camps that I didn't have just school friends there anyway. There was really no one else there at the time. But there were a couple of things, like, what was it called? The Kanga Cup? It was like a soccer thing during the summer. For under 18s, maybe? Maybe it was younger than that, but it was like a kids thing. During the summer, it's like a week-long tournament thing. You know, you have your school friends, you make a team, and then you face other teams, and you train with these other kids as well, and do all that. You make friends with them, and then at the end of the competition, you have like a presentation thing for medals and all that, and prizes or whatever, and then it's just, you go your separate ways, you never speak to them again. You might see each other in high school or something, but like, you know, I don't think any of the kids that I met during that time I ever spoke to or saw again. So it's just one of those things. That is reality. Like I said, back in my day, these days, like I said during the reaction, it is, you know, with social media and all that being very prevalent in people's lives, it is much easier to stay in contact with people. So it may not be the same as like seeing them in person every day or something like that, but you can still keep in touch and things like that. So it is what it is. They said this is basically the premise between everybody on the island right now with these kids. I can definitely see how this is sort of built as like, they thought of this as like the series finale. They didn't know if they were going to get a season 4 and 5. So you can definitely see how they're building up to them leaving the island and going their separate ways, essentially. It's been brought up a couple of times, this one. But, I mean, with social media, especially Brooklyn on YouTube, definitely easy for them to keep up with her and the things that she's doing. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But, like, yeah, so Yaz, just the flashbacks turned this episode very emotional. Ben, obviously, just wanting to blow something up. That was a bit on the the fun side of thing, added a bit of levity. And same with Kenji. I mean, Brooklyn. Let's just go with Brooklyn, man. She stepped up in this, not gonna lie. She kept, let's say, Sammy, I want to say calm, right? You can see Sammy with a smile on her face every now and then, but also kept Kenji distracted, because she saw like Kenji mooing or something, kept Sammy calm and smiling, and just, I don't know, like, she's unconscious, she's in pain, but she's obviously like calm in a sense. Like, she's got a smile on her face. That's the only way I can really describe it, and that's all thanks to Brooklyn. You know, getting Kenji distracted enough, because he was originally scared. It's one of those things. I have kind of been in that situation, I want to say, with my grandfather. I was actually in the room when he passed away. I was definitely scared there. I was with my sister. She was scared. My grandmother was there as well. She was scared as hell. And it was just, you gotta talk. You gotta keep people distracted enough so that they don't just, you know, have that laser focus on the situation at hand, even while still going to be there in the back of their head. You know, it's one of those things. So Brooklyn really stepped up, did well on Kenji, keep him distracted, even if like mooing like that is like embarrassing, and that he obviously realized that it was affecting Sammy in a way, so he kept doing it, and Brooklyn was spurring him on, obviously getting him to like do an angry mew or stomp your feet, that sort of thing, just keeping him calm, keeping him distracted. So she did very well in that, but I think Yaz obviously still the MVP and all that. But yeah, this was a great episode. And I also love the fact, actually, there's a fifth note, sorry, it was just on the margin here. The E750 antidote. Normally in shows, it's some weird, convoluted, chemical, scientific name that you don't know how to pronounce, written on the label, and you're like, okay, well, it's a red vial, just go for the red vial. If it's the one, it's the one. In cartoons, it may not even have anything on the label. It's just, you're looking for a red vial, it's the red vial. Go. Here, it was a red syringe, and it was labeled E750 antidote, which I'm very happy for, because it's like, is this the right one? Yes, it is. So that was very well done. A nice little detail. I may be going too much into it, but it was just a nice little detail that you don't normally see. Yeah, we still need answers on Jumpy Boy, the Scorpius, or Scorpius Rex. Yeah, it jumps real high and long. The roar has a wide area of effect. It's very loud. Gets people clutching their ears and getting down on their knees because of the pain that it causes, the vibration, the frequency, probably. Yeah, it kind of moves like a lizard. It's got spikes like a porcupine. I think last episode I was going on about how it was like throwing them or something, because they were just like in the trees and stuff, but it's probably not throwing them. I think the spikes just get caught on the trees and just sticks there. Kind of like a porcupine. Like when porcupines feel threatened, the spikes go up and they stick to everything. So this thing obviously running around, I don't think it has that same defense mechanism. They're just permanently out, I think. So he's got that. Yeah, I'm curious as to what's in it. What kind of dinosaurs or animals it's got in there. Especially ones that are like a real attracted to flame or something. I still don't know what it looks like through its eyes. I think I said this last reaction of like, it sees in black and white. It sees heat signatures like the Predator, for example. And, you know, we didn't get to see flame through its eyes, unfortunately, in this episode as well. See what that actually looks like, and why it goes like into that hypnotized kind of trance. This Scorpius Rex, it's definitely an homage to Predator at this stage. Heat signatures, the clicking sounds it makes. And that's why I said during the action, it's like someone's going to have to end up covering themselves up in mud to hide from it, like they did in the Predator. But that is it for this week, guys, for Camp Cretaceous. Join me next week for episode 7. We've got 4 episodes left of this season, man. I don't know how it's going to end, especially if, from what I've been told, it was originally supposed to be the series finale, but then I had to change some things to obviously continue on with the series. So I'm curious as to how that's going to look. But yeah, join me next week for episode 7. And in the meantime, as usual, if you'll enjoy this reaction and want to see more, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and of course, join me next time. I'll see you there. Bye, guys.